Welcome to the Morning Update. I'm Erin Roan. It's been revealed a Melbourne family is among the Australians currently trapped in Gaza. Yazan Hellis was visiting family with his mother and sister when the bombings started. The 12-year-old telling Seven he wants to come home.
It's really stressful, you've never been in a war before, and so I'm really scared. I saw people dead on the ground, arms everywhere, legs everywhere. I want to go home back to Australia, but the borders are closed and there's bombing everywhere.
It comes as a second humanitarian convoy of aid is headed into the region. Back home, a full year of paid parental leave could be on the cards in a bid to address gender inequality in the workforce. The Women's Economic Equality Task Force will release its report today, calling for a string of changes to improve the financial position of Australian women. The task force claims the barriers to women's involvement in the workforce cost the economy $128 billion a year. An official statement has been released from Indigenous elders and Yes supporters in the wake of the failed referendum on the voice to Parliament. They've accused the No camp of fueling a racist campaign against it. Private health insurer Medibank is shaking things up in the workforce with a trial of a 4-day working week. 250 workers will be involved in the fully paid 6-month trial.
It's not going to be a simple compression of the work week. It is really trying to do less time for the same work and same pay. We're focusing on really removing low value, no value work, removing bureaucracy and a whole bunch of layers that don't empower teams to do their best work.
That's Medibank's Miloš Milsilovic there. And the Australian wine industry says it is hopeful tariffs imposed by China will soon be lifted. Beijing has agreed to review tariffs on Australian wines. In return, Australia will suspend its action before the World Trade Organisation.
We think that there's a better relationship at the political level over recent months than perhaps there has been in the past. The industry has been engaging with the Chinese industry in recent weeks as well. I was in Shanghai last week meeting with China's wine industry to talk about common issues and common opportunities.
That's Australian Grape and Wine CEO Lee McLean there. Sport and entertainment is up next. In the Women's Big Bash, the Sydney Thunder has beaten the Sydney Sixers by 42 runs at North Sydney Oval, while the Brisbane Heat had a win over the Perth Scorchers by 50 runs. A boost for the Aussie men's side with Travis Head ready to return to the lineup for the World Cup. He's been recovering from a broken hand in Adelaide but has now arrived in India.
Now it's the case of hopefully day by day it's getting better and I can contribute at the end and pay a bit of the faith back that they've kept me in and hopefully I can contribute when I come back and that's the aim.
India took a 4-wicket win over New Zealand overnight. The Aussies up against the Netherlands on Wednesday. In entertainment news, and some A-list stars were spotted at U2's Vegas show over the weekend. Tom Hanks and wife Rita Wilson were dancing up a storm, with Ed Sheeran also rocking out. And Mick Jagger has made a surprise appearance on Saturday Night Live. The Stones frontman appearing beside Lady Gaga and Pedro Pascal. Jagger dressed up as a nun in one skit. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcasts team. We'll see you later on for another episode of The Update.